Visual. Arctic wind screams over a deserted loading dock in Chicago. Extreme close-up on a dog's breath clouding the frosted metal of a refrigerated truck door. The only sound was the wind, and then a frantic, choked whine. Not the K9 but the human. Ariel, a veteran who ran a K9 training service, didn't need to see the body to know the cold was a killer. She saw the truck, idling, keeping its cargo frozen. This wasn't a breakdown. Her lead K9, Hunter, hammered his paw against the door. Inside, Officer Elias Barry was barely conscious, zip-tied to a pallet. His lips were blue. This was a slow, calculated execution. Barry was the cop who had quietly helped Ariel expose a departmental theft 2 months ago. Now, he was paying the price. Visual. Ariel cuts the restraints quickly, her movements precise. She doesn't panic, but her eyes are filled with quiet rage. Who did this, Elias? Her voice was a low, steady command, cutting through his shivers. He tried to speak, but the cold stole his words. He just managed one word, strained and broken. Marcus, the ledger. Then he slipped away. Marcus, the captain. The man who looked clean but ran the dirtiest operation in the city. Ariel didn't call 911. That system was already poisoned. She reached into her pack, pulling out a small, encrypted sat phone. Not police issue. Visual. Ariel holds the phone, her thumb hovering over a hidden button. Her 4 dogs form a tight, silent perimeter. She was tired of watching good people get crushed by ordinary corruption. It had ruined her life once. It wouldn't ruin Elias's. Alpha Team requesting priority extract. Her voice was flat, hard, and utterly professional. Officer down. Corruption confirmed. Activating Oversight Protocol 7 Delta. That line wasn't for local dispatch. It was for the U.S. Marshal Service, her former unit. The simple K9 trainer was, in fact, the Internal Affairs primary investigator placed undercover on a long-term corruption detail. The K9 contract was her cover. Her hidden genius wasn't training dogs, it was gathering proof. Elias had already passed her the digital ledger weeks ago, disguised as a routine evidence transfer. Sound. The whistling wind is replaced by the distant, accelerating sound of heavy, unmarked engines. Visual. Captain Marcus is at his desk downtown. He's laughing on the phone. His face goes instantly slack as the encrypted federal alert flashes on his private device. Marcus dropped his pen. The sound of it hitting the carpet was loud in the sudden, sharp silence. His laughter died instantly. He didn't know who was acting, only that the walls were finally collapsing. Back at the loading dock, local police cruisers arrived first. Their officers, laughing and confused, saw Ariel and the dogs with the unconscious body. But their laughter faded to shocked silence when 4 black, heavy-duty SUVs screeched to a halt, marshals in tactical gear spilling out. Ariel didn't say a word to the stunned local officers. She simply handed the marshals the encrypted flash drive. Marcus arrived minutes later, furious. Who gave a civilian the authority to be here? The lead marshal walked past him, straight to Ariel, and snapped a salute. Then, he held up a laminated ID. It wasn't Ariel's K9 badge. It was her old federal investigator ID. The truth flipped the hierarchy. Marcus watched, his mouth open, as they placed Elias on a stretcher. His tie loosened. His eyes went empty. He had tried to silence an honest man, and in doing so, had triggered the very system he thought he was above. Visual. 2 weeks later. Ariel is walking away from the precinct building. The sun is rising, hitting the windows. Elias lived. The system, once rotten, had begun to heal. A new policy, the Barry Integrity Audit, was already implemented. Ariel walked away from the station. Her 4 K9s, Hunter, Scout, Echo, and Zeus, trotted faithfully behind her. She didn't seek promotion or fame. She chose the quiet power of integrity, walking toward the sunrise with her silent, honest team. The ice had finally melted.